Hey everyone! Let me ask you something. When someone asks, what does your neighborhood look like? Do you ever freeze for a second and think, how do I describe all of this in English?
Oh, yes, that moment of panic.
Exactly. But here's the good news. By the end of today's lesson, you'll know how to talk about your city, your neighborhood, or any place around you with clear, confident English.
And trust me, this skill is super useful. People love asking, where do you live? What's it like there? Is it busy? Is it quiet?
And today, we're going to make all of that easy, really easy.
Before we dive in, let me ask you, what kind of place do you live in? A quiet town? A busy city? Something in between?
Leave a comment and tell us. We really want to read your answers. It helps you practice and it helps other learners see new vocabulary.
Okay, let's start with the basics. When you describe a place, one of the simplest ways is to use adjectives.
For example, you can say, my city is busy. My neighborhood is quiet. The area around my house is safe.
These three, busy, quiet, safe, are like the holy trinity of describing places.
Now, let's build a little more. Imagine I ask you, what's your neighborhood like?
You could say, it's a friendly neighborhood with small shops and cafes.
Or it's a modern area with tall buildings and a big park.
Notice something?
Light smile. We didn't use complicated vocabulary, just everyday words.
Exactly. Simple words that paint a clear picture.
Now let's talk about location.
Yes, this is powerful. If someone asks where you live, don't just say the name of your city, you can add more detail.
For example, I live near the city center. I live on the west side of the city. I live in a quiet suburb outside the city.
These small extra phrases make your English sound much more natural.
Another great trick is to describe what's around you.
Yes, list a few things people can imagine.
You can say, there are restaurants, supermarkets, and a library near my home.
Or, my neighborhood has wide streets, a big park, and lots of trees.
See, you're already speaking like someone who can guide a tourist.
And here's a tip I really love. Compare your place to something else.
Oh, yes, comparisons make descriptions more interesting.
Like, my city is smaller than the capital.
Or, my neighborhood is quieter than downtown.
These comparison sentences will be super helpful later. We'll practice more of them.
Before we end part one, I want you to try something.
A little challenge.
In the comments, write one sentence about your neighborhood using an adjective. Busy, quiet, modern, friendly, safe, anything.
Just one sentence. It's simple, but it's your first small step today.
And small steps build strong English.
We'll continue this journey in part 2.
All right, everyone. Welcome back. Are you still with us? Good. And remember, if anything feels a little challenging, that's normal. It simply means your brain is growing.
Yes, and if you're still listening right now, that already shows dedication. I'm proud of you.
Before we continue, tell us in the comments, what part of your neighborhood do you like the most? A park? A river? A busy street?
We read everything you write. And trust me, other learners learn a lot from your examples.
Now let's go deeper. In part 1, we talked about adjectives and simple phrases. In part 2, we're going to show you how to describe places like a storyteller, not just list facts.
This is where your English starts sounding natural, interesting, real.
Let's begin with a very powerful phrase. There is, there are.
You can describe almost any place with these two structures.
For example, there is a market near my house.
Or, there are many cafes on my street.
Simple, beautiful, effective.
Now let's add some feeling, because describing a place isn't only about what exists, it's about how you feel there.
Exactly. Think of a place you love in your neighborhood. Why do you like it? Maybe it's relaxing. Maybe it's peaceful. Maybe it's full of life.
So instead of saying, there is a park near my house, you can say, there is a beautiful park near my house, and I love going there to relax.
That one extra detail makes your English sound much warmer. Let's try another example.
First version, there are restaurants on my street.
Better version. There are a lot of small restaurants on my street and the food smells amazing. See? Now we can almost smell your neighborhood.
Now let's talk about directions and position words, very useful when describing a place.
Words like next to, behind, in front of, across from, near, far from. Imagine this. There is a bus stop in front of my apartment.
There is a small bakery across from my school.
There is a river behind my neighborhood.
You can describe so much with these little location words.
Here's a tip. Try building longer sentences slowly.
For example, there is a supermarket.
There is a supermarket near my house.
There is a supermarket near my house, and I go there every evening.
Boom. One small step at a time. Natural English.
Now let's talk about another important idea, atmosphere.
Yes, this is the feeling of a place, not just what it has.
You can describe atmosphere using words like quiet, lively, peaceful, crowded, cozy, modern, traditional.
Listen to this. My neighborhood feels cozy because the streets are narrow and the lights are warm at night.
Or, my area is lively because there are always people walking around, even at night.
That's how you make your English feel alive.
And here is something really useful. Talk about sounds.
Yes, sounds help people imagine the place.
You can say, it's quiet in the morning. It's noisy during rush hour.
There's music from the cafes at night.
Adding sound makes your description so much stronger.
Before we finish part 2, here's your mini task.
Write one sentence about what you hear in your neighborhood. Birds, traffic, kids playing, anything.
Just one sentence. You can do that easily.
And we'll continue building your skills in part 3.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to part 3. You're doing great so far, really.
And if you're still here, that means you're serious about improving. I respect that.
Before we continue, tell us in the comments, what is one place in your neighborhood that you visit almost every day? A cafe? A bus stop? A small shop? A quiet corner of a park? We would love to know.
Now, in part 3, we're going to level up your skills. Today is all about describing places in detail, using richer vocabulary, but still keeping everything B1 to B2 friendly.
Don't worry, nothing complicated, just real-life English that you'll actually use.
Let's start with street descriptions.
You can describe a street by talking about its size, its activity, and its feeling.
For example, the street near my home is wide and always full of people.
Or, I live on a narrow, quiet street with old houses on both sides.
Notice how the words wide, narrow, old, quiet, full of people create a picture.
Now, let's talk about buildings.
Buildings can be tall, modern, old, colorful, crowded, empty.
For example, there is a tall, modern office building next to my apartment.
Or, my neighborhood has many old, colorful houses, and each one looks different.
That sounds like a fun place to walk around.
Another great detail is activities.
Yes, Tell people what happens in your area. What do people do there?
You can say things like, people jog in the park every morning. Kids play soccer in the schoolyard after class.
Or there are street vendors selling snacks in the evening.
Curious. These little details make your English sound alive.
Now, let's practice combining everything: buildings, streets, and activities.
Listen to this full example. My neighborhood has a narrow street with old houses. Every afternoon, families sit outside and talk, and children ride their bikes up and down the road.
I can clearly imagine that.
Let's try one more. There is a big modern shopping mall near my home. It's always crowded on weekends, and you can hear music playing from the stores.
Notice how sound plus activity plus description creates a whole scene.
Now, here's something important. Describe distance and direction together.
You can say, it's a 5-minute walk from my house. It's just around the corner.
Or, it's 2 blocks away from the bus station.
Approving. These phrases make you sound like a local guiding a visitor.
Before we finish part 3, we want you to practice something small.
Write one sentence about any street, building, or activity near your home.
It can be simple. Something like, my street is quiet at night because most shops close early.
Or, there is a tall building next to my home, and the lights look beautiful at night.
One sentence. That's your one brick for this part.
And when you're ready, meet us in part 4.
You know, something interesting happens when people describe places. They often forget to talk about the people who live there.
Yes, a neighborhood isn't just buildings and streets. It's the people, the energy, the daily rhythm.
So, in part 4, we're going to help you describe the community around you. This makes your English feel warm, real, and human.
And it helps listeners imagine your life more clearly.
Let's start with an easy question. What kind of people live in your neighborhood?
Are they friendly, quiet, busy, social?
For example, you can say, people in my neighborhood are very friendly. They always say hello.
Or, most people here are busy professionals, so the streets get quiet after 8 p.m.
See how the picture becomes clearer when we mention people?
Now let's talk about community habits, what people usually do in your area.
You can say things like, people walk their dogs every morning.
Many families eat outside on weekends.
Teenagers play basketball in the evenings.
Every place has its own rhythm.
Speaking of rhythm, you can also describe when your neighborhood feels most alive.
For example, it's very quiet in the morning, but in the evening, the streets become lively with music and food stalls.
Or, on Sundays, the neighborhood is calm because many people stay home.
These small observations make your English sound thoughtful.
Now, here's a powerful technique. Describe how the community makes you feel.
That adds emotion, and listeners connect with you more.
You can say, I feel safe because people look out for each other.
Or, I feel peaceful here because everyone respects quiet time at night.
Sharing your feelings brings the description to life.
Let's move to another important detail, events.
Yes, even small events tell so much about a place.
You can say things like, there is a small market every Saturday.
Families gather in the park for picnics on holidays.
The school near my home has festivals twice a year.
These details make your neighborhood feel unique.
Now let's build a longer natural description together.
Here's example 1. My neighborhood is friendly and lively. In the mornings, people walk their dogs and greet each other. In the evenings, small cafes are full of families enjoying dinner.
Clear, simple, but rich.
Example 2. The area is calm and peaceful. Most people here are older, so it's quiet at night. Every weekend, neighbors gather to chat in front of their houses.
This paints a warm community picture.
Another great thing to mention is shops and services people use daily.
Yes, places like bakeries, pharmacies, small markets, laundromats, hair salons.
You can say, there's a small bakery where people buy breakfast every morning.
Or local shops close early, so the area gets quiet at night.
These simple details help listeners imagine your daily life.
Before we finish part 4, we want to give you a fun challenge.
Write one sentence about the people or community in your neighborhood.
It can be anything, how friendly they are, what they do, when they meet, or how they make you feel.
Just one sentence.
Just one step.
And we'll build on it in part 5. You know, describing places is more than learning vocabulary. It's learning how to share your world.
Yes, and in this final part of day 11, we're going to bring everything together so you can talk about your neighborhood or city naturally, confidently, and with personality.
Let's start with a simple truth. When you describe a place, people want to see it in their minds.
So, the best descriptions mix 4 elements: appearance, atmosphere, people, and your personal feelings.
And don't worry, you don't need complex words to do this. You just need the right structure.
Let's build a full description step by step. I'll start with a basic version. I live in a quiet neighborhood with a park and some small shops.
Okay, now let's expand it. I live in a quiet neighborhood with a park and some small shops. The streets are clean and the houses are old but beautiful.
Good. Now add people. Most people here are friendly, and you can see families walking their dogs every evening.
And finally, add your feelings. I really enjoy living here because it feels peaceful and safe.
That's it. That's a complete, natural B1 to B2 style description.
Let's do another one, something more lively.
Basic version. I live in a busy part of the city.
Expanded. I live in a busy part of the city with tall modern buildings and lots of cafes.
Add people and activity. There are street musicians at night, and many young people hang out in the area.
Add your feeling. It feels exciting and there's always something happening.
Same structure, totally different vibe.
Now let's talk about something many learners forget: contrasts.
Yes, contrasts make your description sound advanced.
You can say things like, it's quiet in the morning but very lively at night.
Or, the main street is crowded, but the small streets behind it are peaceful.
Simple contrasts, big improvement.
Another tip, use time phrases to make the place feel real.
For example, in the early morning, you can hear birds.
In the afternoon, kids play outside.
On weekends, the park is full of families.
These tiny details show the daily rhythm of your neighborhood.
And now, your final mini task.
In the comments, write 3 sentences describing your neighborhood using the techniques we learned today.
1 sentence about appearance,
1 about atmosphere or people.
and 1 about how you feel living there.
It doesn't have to be perfect, just honest and simple.
Before we end today's lesson, thank you for staying with us all the way to part 5.
Yes, your consistency is what will make your English truly strong.
If you enjoyed this lesson, remember to subscribe to Daily English Hour.
And leave a comment telling us which part of today's lesson helped you the most.
Your feedback helps us improve every single day.
We'll see you tomorrow for day 12, where we explore another useful topic.
Until then, keep practicing.
And keep growing.